Welcome to Newborn Nursery Reborn. I'm Elena. I am a doll artist. So I'm making this video today because I wanted to bring forward and address an issue that is going on in the reborn community. And what is going on is I have a customer that I was dealing with like 6 or 7 months ago. And I did some customs and trades, and I also gifted her some free reborns. She also purchased reborns, and she's done blanket exchanges with my blankets, back and forth, just several transactions, but also free babies and also boo-boo babies that were priced very, very cheap. So basically what happened was what I just explained. We did several trades, this, that, and the third. Now, our final trade was a painted doll for 3 customs. She gave me 1 doll painted and a blank with a stand for like displaying infant clothing. So that stand and 2 dolls for 3 custom dolls, hand painted, rooted, and she wanted 2 of them with painted hair and 1 rooted. So that's exactly what she got. Now, that was like 6 or 7 months back. So come this past week that just passed us, we're in August of 2025, this woman sees a post by a brand new customer who posts a picture of that baby, and that person put a down deposit of $50 to start a payment plan to pay her baby off slowly. She purchased that baby right there, and that's exactly how she wanted her painted. So I had ordered the kit for her with her deposit. I made sure she was absolutely sure she wanted it. I showed her several examples of my work. She fell in love with my babies, and she wanted that baby. So I was like all for it, okay? And the new customer puts this baby into a group and shows everybody, this is my new baby that I'm going to be getting. She was super excited. And then my old customer came and started hating. But here I am thinking we're cool, like we left on good terms. I just did customs for you, we did exchanges, and you turn around and you're lying. So you're basically saying that you somehow. So anyway, she sees the new customer's baby, her reborn, and she says to her, she sends her photos of the free reborns that were gifted to her, that were practice dolls, that were from my nursery. But a friend of mine, when we first started, she was going to become an artist with me and, join me in my business. She was going to be like, we were going to be partners basically. But she didn't stick to her guns, and she ended up leaving and left behind lots of practice babies that were my kids. So I kept them. And when I met my customer 7-8 months ago, I saw that she had a daughter, and me being the mother I am, I fell in love with their role play, with their relationship. Like, I admired it. I didn't fall in love with it. I admired her motherhood to her 7-year-old. So I gifted her tons of practice babies with her just paying shipping. She goes and sends the new customer my practice babies that were mine and Andrea's, my girlfriend that wanted to start the business with me in the beginning. And she shows her the practice babies. What about the customs that I painted you? Like, why didn't you show her those? Or, because I didn't do an awful job. You got beautiful dolls. I can definitely tell you that as an artist, I've made many mistakes. In the beginning, I am going on 2 years. I've taken 3 courses on painting and 1 on hair painting and rooting. So I've invested a lot of money into this business. I've invested a lot of myself and time and commitment and dedication. I didn't get to date a guy or concentrate on boyfriend stuff and relationships, and I missed out on all that so that I could have what I have today. And I'll be damned to allow a customer who I thought was completely satisfied turn around and all of a sudden start in BS and drama because they're unhappy with the custom. So she got blank babies from me in the end. Ellie and Tootie, which is a sold out edition. Tootie sold out, and she's $550 just for her blank sold out edition sculpt. And I got her for $550, and I purchased her for $550. But I ended up getting like a $50 discount. I paid almost $500 for that freaking kit. And I have proof of all my purchases, all my history from Dolls by Sandy and from Irresistibles and McPherson's. I have quite a... So basically what she did was she sent the boo-boo babies that were free for her, and all she paid was shipping, and showed my customer like that was my work, like made it look like, okay, this is her work. No, honey, it's not my work. And you knew that. The thing is, you can be out here and you can be doing that to somebody. Let me tell you what can happen. You can be sued for humiliating somebody's business and doing petty shit like that when I have proof of all my history, all my receipts. And you were not scammed, you weren't played, you weren't taken advantage of. Honey, you got really good deals, okay? Go to another artist, go get a custom silicone baby painted and rooted, and let me know what they charge you. Because you paid $325 for my custom silicone, and I was being really generous. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, so she basically succeeded, and that customer that wanted that baby, you know, the one that popped up in the screen, she ended up canceling, and I couldn't refund her deposit because I already put a payment down on her kit. You know what I'm saying? And I was waiting for her to pay it off, and now I have to pay off the difference, and I get stuck with another kit that I didn't even want. So it's like, okay, I could file a lawsuit against her for her allegations, her humiliation, and trying to tear a brand new business owner down by doing that. You don't do stuff like that to a person, because let me tell you something, you own a business. You run your mother's business, and let me tell you how the world works. What you do to people has a funny way of going around in a circle and finding you. And the way you shut me down, your business can also get shut down. So let me just tell you, I didn't get shut down completely. You only shut down a transaction, but I see what you're trying to do. You posted that in a group so many other people can get involved in that negativity, and that's just petty and beneath me. I'm too grown for that. Like, what I would have done is I would have went to my artist and I would have had a really good conversation. Listen, this is how I'm feeling. This is what's going on. How can we find a resolution? Because that's who Elena is. That's who Newborn Nursery is. Newborn Nursery Reborn stands by their dolls, stands by commitment, stands by responsibility, and being a responsible business owner. If I have an unhappy customer, I will go above and beyond to make that customer smile. It doesn't matter. And I've dealt with many, many people in this world, and and you're always in every business are gonna not always be able to 100% satisfy everybody. But let me tell you something, I tried, and I went above and beyond to make you smile and your daughter, because it reminded me and touched my heart because of me and my daughter's relationship and how I would play dolls with her growing up, and how we are today now that she's a full-grown woman, married and settled down. It's like I look back and I cherish that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a mom, I'm a human being, but I'm also a reborn artist. I don't scam, and I don't need to get over on anybody. You did everything free and willingly. You knew the dolls that I was looking for without asking you, and you went on a huge FBI search for them, found them, purchased them, and then gifted them to me. Most of the trades and the babies that she gifted me, I didn't ask for her to go gift me those dolls. What I said to her was, I missed out on Gracie May, and I love my Poozie and Jack. She ended up wanting a Poozie and Jack, so she got one for herself. Then she got blanks, and she traded me the blanks for my Ellie and my Tootie, who are also sold out editions. Ellie's not so much sold out, but Tootie's definitely sold out. And Tootie is very high up there too. So in my eyes, it was all fair. Nobody got over on anybody. If anything, you got more out of Newborn Nursery Reborn than we got out of you. And I made sure I went above and beyond. Even with your boo-boo dolls, you got high quality silicone that had boo-boos on them for like $10, $25, $50, $40, $30. And that's nothing. So, I mean, when it comes down to it, it is what it is. I never asked anybody to gift me certain babies. I only said dolls that I was looking for, who I was on the hunt for, who I kind of missed out on. And the dolls that captured my heart and soul are Poozie and Jack, because they look like my babies when they were born. So, of course, I love Poozie and Jack. They represent who my babies were. They look identical to Poozie and to Jack. It looks like I gave birth to those babies. It's so cute and so creepy, but that's why I'm in love with them, because they look like my babies. But anyways, that's basically what happened. And I am the type of person that I'm like, okay, what's going on? Let's squash this. Like, there's no need for drama. I'm above and beyond the drama. My maturity level is like a 60, 70-year-old, and I'm 43 years old. I don't have time for the BS. I really don't. I've already been through motherhood. I'm going through a new business. I'm going to make many more mistakes in my life, and I will deal with those mistakes, and I will try to own up to any part that I had in any situation, take responsibility for that, own up to it, and move forward and get over the BS, because that's who I am. I think that this situation could have been dealt with more maturely on a much more adult level, instead of spreading lies and rumors about my dolls that were gifted to you for free, and you made it look like it was my work. Like, don't do that to people. That's just cruel and being like really like spiteful, and there's no need for that, because I did go above and beyond for you more than any other customer that I've ever dealt with. So consider yourself lucky, because you will not find another artist like me, I promise you. Anyways, because if I wanted to be spiteful and be revengeful, I have an attorney that's like this with me, and he's a top dog attorney, and I spoke to him, and he told me, you just let me know and we'll file the paperwork against her, because she can be in big trouble for that. So that's your warning, okay? That's your warning, to be very careful what you say and do to people that are business owners. When you lie about somebody's business, it can come back to you tenfold. So just be careful what you do and you put out in this universe, because sometimes the bad karma you put out could be this big, and you could receive something that big. So be careful. That's why I try to be as honest as they come, loving, kind, and generous. And that's exactly who I am, and that's exactly what always comes back to me without me asking for it, because of who I am as a doll artist, and as a mother and a person, and a doll business owner. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing and supporting Newborn Nursery Reborn. Don't forget to enter our September 25 giveaway, free reborn hand painted. I will probably do it more in the month of October, because that's when we open. Our anniversary is going to be our 2-year anniversary, and to celebrate that anniversary, I would love to gift a free hand painted reborn to one of my lucky subscribers. Thanks for watching and tuning in. please be supportive. Talk to your artist. Try to develop a relationship with an artist and get to know that artist really well on a personal level if you can, if they allow you to, because it's really important. You're giving them business. You're also buying babies from them. Get to know people before you judge people, because it's not fair to judge somebody on their practice work and say it's like their work and make it look like this and that when it's not that. That's a bunch of BS and lies. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to stay with your girl. I'm coming up with a new astrology video. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Say bye, Pika. This is my beautiful Pikas.